older and somebody wants to learn that's younger than you, you take them out, you teach them.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do,
there's hundreds of miles out here.
Put it between
this one little trap in this big area to make a catch. That's part of an art. Yeah, you wanted about chest height? Your box? Perfect height right there.
Put it between
it. When they're hanging, you want them hanging and laying on the ground.
Yeah, fingers like that, and then you go.
You're gonna kill holes in it. As the winter goes along, you're gonna have to keep putting your boxes higher and higher because the snow's gonna come up, right? You come back later in the summertime.
There we go.
Pull it through. By here, maybe trapping a moose. The box
we already,
so
as you can see, beeswaxed it. And then I'm gonna go. Double thread this one. This one's a double thread. You are going to learn with me. I'm just learning. So what we're gonna do is double thread it. So
teaching my nephew, I feel very, very good about it. This stuff I'm teaching him, I didn't just read it in a book.
Get to the end.
I'm teaching him, and these skills are, 100 years old. It's not even more. And it was all from great hunters and people with, good skill and knowledge of what they do.
And you want to double tie, double knot it.
This is a pretty brand new trap, so put it on the first notch. Okay. The last thing to let go is sugar. I blend their style with my style, the old way to new way, and the best of the best. And I'm teaching him, and he'll do the same thing. And I hope he keeps adding to it, and it's just all equals to survival. And if you ever go trapping with your buddy someday, and you see him setting his trap like this, looking in the box, like this to make sure, tell him to never do that. These traps, they could really jump there.
And then you're gonna go again. Make sure you try and get it on the same knot.
You don't want to do that one trap or that trap's mistake. The guy is not going to be too happy with you.
I like to do a couple, make sure.
There's lots to learn, and you could easily make a mistake.
There you go.
Whatever I teach him now could save his life.
So you got that. We're gonna come up there, so we're gonna do this again. So what I do is I come up through here.
We spend most of the day setting traps. There are snares, we do traps. And now
I like to be right in the middle.
It's about the end of the day, but we're still going to try to make it back to the main.
There. I'm going to pull it up all the way.
Yesterday we had to cross the river to get.
Then it stops there, see?
And it was sketchy.
Cut that, but we'll do that at the end. And then we're going to start. So I do 6, we're gonna go 1.
Nice pass, but scary. There's no way I'm crossing the river again.
Oh, gold first. 1 black, or 1 gold, 1 black. 1 gold. 1 black.
It looks safe, but things can.
1 gold.
I'm always, whenever I walk out, somewhere in my mind, I always
Another black.
How long it would take to come back. Every mistake
And then
is
gold.
because you're far away.
So we add up to 6, so there's 6. Gold, black, gold, black. And then we are going to pull them down.
Where it's like nice and smooth,
Just like that. I'll lay them.
And that's where the water comes from. When the snow pushed the ice down.
I use this so we know. And you want to save 1 bead length because you want to make sure when you're tacking them down you have enough space that they won't bunch up. So there
You have to
is,
say, okay, what
ouch,
should I do? That's all
one
you do.
bead.
At Marshalls, our buyers hustle 24/7, so you never have to compromise on quality or price. Who said expensive taste had to be that expensive?
One bead length.
Let's talk numbers. We get the deals, you get the good stuff.
Yep, there we go.
At Marshalls, our buyers.
So you're gonna pull that all the way through. This is the one needle technique. And then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the first two. I'm gonna tack down every 2 beads. Right there. Perfect. So you go up. And then you're gonna go on the other side of the thread and you're gonna go back down. So right here. And you're gonna make sure it's gonna go through the first gold and the black. And then you're gonna pull it back down. See? There you go. You tack the first 2 beads down. Okay, so we're gonna do that to the next 2. These 2 right here. So you're gonna come up. Come on this side if you want. Whatever side you come out, you're just gonna go to the other side. So we're gonna go in through right there. Other side of the thread, so you're tacking down the thread and the beads. Pull all the way, and there you go. You tack those 2 down, and then come back down again right here. I came up 7. Okay, so I grabbed 7, not 6. That's okay.
Sometimes you got to do a bit of climbing too to get that valuable stuff. I haven't been fortunate enough to get any grouse this morning or any rabbit, but I found some.
So there we go. There's the next 2.
It's a really good.
Come up through, and then go on the other side of the thread, down, back down. Pull it.
Now I want to make sure I've got a secure limb. That could be decayed.
There you go. And what I do is I'm going to come up the last 3 beads right there. Oops. Right there. And in between, come back up all the way, and then I'm going to go in through those 3 beads like this. So squeeze your needle through the last, those 3, and then pull.
Get yourself down under the tree.
See, we're coming out the last bead now. And then we're ready to pick up some more. So I picked up 7 last time. I didn't mean to. So we're going to pick up 6 this time. And we started with, we ended with gold. So we're going to pick up gold, black, gold, black.
I don't have anything yet except a good piece of chaga
Gold,
and some backup rations.
black, and gold.
That'll do for now. It tastes really good. This is the other great thing about chaga.
Yep, that is
There's
6.
no guarantees.
Okay, so we picked up 6 more. Pull them down all the way through your thread.
That doesn't mean when you go to get
And
it,
then
it's going to be available.
make sure you're leaving enough for a bead. So right there is good. Pull it through. And then once again, we're gonna go every 2 beads. So last 6, that will be these 2 right here.
things work so much harder than they normally have to. So, one of the reasons that came off, I think, is because the tree is so
Yep, right
frozen.
there.
And it's half
If it
trees,
comes
so
up
there's
this
still
side,
part
then
of
we'll go
in
that
there.
side.
But
And then we would just make sure we go down this way.
everything's like so cold. That tiny, small tree I cut down was just a warm-up. That's just pitiful. I can't go home with just that. Spent all the time getting the dogs out here, spent all their
Keep
energy
pulling
to
it
come out
through.
here.
There you go, you tack those two down.
And I'm
So
finished.
once again, 2 more.
See if I got the pain back on right. Right. Get the tree down before the sun goes down.
I don't like how it's got that little.
It's down. Feels busy. Cut down the tallest tree ever so far. Chain stayed on just fine.
Okay. 2 and then 4 here. So I want to push it.
Pick a tree.
There we go.
Limb a tree. Cut up a tree. And then still have the energy to pick up those 6-7 foot sections, carry them to your dog sled, and load them into your sled. I do like this work. It definitely tests you.
So I kind of want to push those up.
It makes me feel really good knowing that I can hunt
I don't like that little.
take off. Alright, we're ready. And go and get wood, either for myself, for my family, for someone else, for someone's grandparents. But I can go and do that on my own. I don't have to rely on any. If I'm stuck out somewhere, if I end up in the cold somewhere, I have all the things that I need. I have all the skills that I need to be able to go and do that and keep myself alive.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's -50 if you've got enough wood.
Wayfair's winter clearance is on. Right now through
Okay,
February
so last
16th,
two,
get Wayfair's best
we're
deals
gonna
since
kind of
Black Friday, with fast and
push it
easy
up.
shipping straight to your door. Save up to 70% off everything home now at Wayfair.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Get any breakfast you love for just $5 plus tax.
I'm just gonna push this up a little bit more because I don't like how it's down a little
The
gap
following
there.
program deals with mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Every time I go back, you can see I love it, but you know, it's not reality.
Alright, so I'm just gonna come up with this one right here. And I'm gonna come out through those last 6.
We use waterways to go out to make trails and stuff like that. And when you cross the lake, you have to watch the snow. But quite often we can go through the crossing out. Okay. Oh, that's where it could be dangerous. Like could be deep.
There we go. Oh, oops. You don't want it to get caught on your back in either. I don't know.
We have the soil.
Pull those together, and then we're gonna go on to the next.
Good full of water.
Mhm.
Every time we go through, we bring some water.
Okay, so
We got exactly what
start with black. I mean, ended with gold.
and
So we're gonna go black,
because there's probably like
gold. Make sure you're going in your pattern. You don't mess up that way. I always make my pattern real easy, so it's
so cold.
not too bad if I messed up.
Your fingers are frozen solid.
Or it's hard to mess up when it's an easy. Alright, so 6 more. Gold, black, gold, or black, gold, black, gold, black, gold, gold this time, and then we're gonna pull that down
Usually we leave
once again.
2 or 3 days
And we're gonna leave enough for beads length.
Mother Nature, you never know how it's gonna be.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up the first 2 beads right here. There we go. Okay, so we're going on this side, which is fine, and then you're gonna go on the other side of that thread, right there, and then pull your thread through. Make sure they go through the first 2 and tack those down. There we go. Now we're gonna come up through the next 2.
It could really be right, you know, like when I was a kid, you know, like trapper and bush guys and hunter. I'm doing it right now. Yeah,
Right there.
beauty.
Why less trouble for us?
Yeah. I think for first
On the other side of the thread once again,
more of the valley, we set some traps.
and then pull it back down.
There's tons of
Make sure your thread does not get tangled up. You don't want that.
but there's still lots to do and we need to cover more ground.
Alright, so now we're going on to the last 2. Which is right here. And then other side of the thread, of course. Now, I am going to come up right here. The third bead up. And I'm going to put my needle through the last 3 beads. So in, I don't know if you have to do this part, but I like to do this part. Makes me feel like they're a little more secure. So I'm going to pull that out through. Always fix your thread. You don't want.
Archaeologists realize it dates back to a mysterious civilization. Little is known about this culture because almost nothing has been found in the time of their reign until now.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going once again. Okay, so black, gold, black. You want to try and make them all like the same roundness, because these ones aren't your uniform beads. So you try and make them the same. Try and pick the good same size beads. Some of them can be small. Okay, gold. So there's our next 6.
You fly solo, location to location, and they
Back down the needle.
and that's a newfound fame. One day he's flying, he's crossing over
And then
this
back.
thick jungle in Honduras. Well, something weird catches his
You're gonna
eye.
leave a bead's length so we don't bunch up.
These structures poking through
So once again,
the canopy. To Lindbergh, it looks like this might be a
right here's good.
For centuries, rumors swirled of a jungle settlement overflowing with riches. They call it La Ciudad Blanca, the White City. Now Lindbergh's sighting reignites the search to find it.
Explorers, archaeologists, and treasure hunters set out on new expeditions, searching for the city Lindbergh claims he saw.
Now we're gonna
But
tack
even
these
after
down.
several decades, nobody finds the traces.
Every 2 beads. I don't think I left enough length, but it'll still work as long as you don't bunch it up.
This time he's not looking at the window. He's using LiDAR from the air to see what the jungle below might be hiding. Over the course of 5 days, Elkins and a small team fly over this rugged terrain of the Tundra rainforest. Mapping
The first 2, yeah, these ones are gonna bunch up. Kinda, but we'll fix that. And then here's the next two right here.
Armed with the coordinates, Elkins and his
And
team
then back
head deep into the
down.
jungle for a closer look.
They cut paths,
Pull it through. And then I go through.
flesh-eating parasites. But despite
Right there.
all the hell
Pull
of
it
the
tight.
jungle, they keep going.
Alright, so once again, because they kind of look like they were going to bunch up, but they're not. Thank goodness. I'm going to come up through right here.
There are hundreds of artifacts arranged almost as if they were abandoned
Sorry.
mid-ceremony.
Right here.
These are the remnants of an unknown culture.
Actually, I want to tack that down. It looks like it's wobbly.
Somewhere between 1000 and 1500 AD.
As the group presses further into the site, they come across something even more
There.
incredible.
At the heart of it
Come
all,
up
they
through
find a
here.
massive pyramid, half buried under the ground, and it's just the tip of the iceberg.
There are mounds, pillars, plazas, stretching wide.
Now I come up
beneath
right
the vines.
through.
This wasn't a small mountain village. This was a metropolis that flourished.
Right
during
here,
Roman
I
contact.
think. Yeah, that's
The
where.
team recovered over 190 artifacts,
And then back
including a carved head of a part human, part jaguar.
in through these three.
The area of the site, Valley of the Jaguar.
Excavations continue to this day, and the site is deemed so valuable
See?
that the Honduran military now protects it.
To date, they haven't found any huge cache of gold or treasure, but there's a lot of excavating still to be done.
The recovered artifacts are now housed in the Ciudad Blanca Research Center, which focuses on the preservation of the archaeology and culture of the site, along with the wildlife that surrounds it.
You don't always have to go off the grid to make amazing discoveries. Sometimes a big find is just beneath your feet.
In 1480, a boy is playing under the Italian pine
It's nice. I don't like the way this was.
in the heart of Rome. As he runs along the slope, his foot slips along the crack in the floor. He leans down, peers into the opening, and sees something that shouldn't be there.
He crawls through the gap.
And there we go.
He finds himself
I had to fix that.
in this hidden
I
chamber.
don't want that too.
Low ceilings, curved walls, and when the boy looks up, he notices that on the ceilings are
Yeah,
these
bunched
very
up.
detailed frescoes.
There are mythological scenes, strange creatures, and elaborate floral patterns covering the domed roof.
Soon his discovery attracts some of the era's most famous artists.
Artists like Michelangelo and Raphael lower themselves down and explore the subterranean passages by torchlight, looking at all these mythological paintings on the walls to get inspiration for their own art.
But the site's purpose remains a mystery for centuries until a full-scale excavation of the area is ordered in the mid-1700s.
Archaeologists soon find other enormous rooms, some
Okay,
up to
so
100
I have to
feet
pull this
deep,
tight.
covered in elaborate artwork.
You definitely don't want any knots. Because then
They've started to put the pieces together.
we
They
don't want
realize
that.
this is a
There we go.
palace, and it's a
Perfect.
palace that matches
That
the
scared me.
description of one that was built in the 1st century AD.
It's the Domus Aurea.
That's why you always use your beeswax. And we're gonna pick up 6 more. So we're gonna start with black.
Years in the 1st century AD.
He's known for his extravagance, his cruelty, his
Remember, we want the bigger
persecution of Jews and
ones, the
Christians,
ones that are nice
murdering
and
his
round.
mother, and for his
Black,
very literal
gold,
desire to burn down the city of Rome, recraft
black.
it,
Oh,
and make
I'm
it
gonna skinny that
So
hole
when a
out.
massive fire destroys much of Rome in 64 AD, many believe that Nero started it himself on purpose so that he could build an opulent palace.
Mm,
That new palace, the Domus Aurea, is huge. It
Okay.
sprawls over 300 acres.
So
has
there
about
is
100
6
rooms,
more.
marble walls,
We ended with gold, so we're starting with black.
and perfume
Pull it
dispensing
down.
ceilings.
There's an artificial lake surrounded by gardens, and of course, at the center of it all is a gorgeous golden statue of Nero himself. It is 100 feet tall.
But before Nero can move into his new palace, he's declared a public enemy by the Senate.
Even Nero's own guards abandon him. So he decides to take his own life, and he stabs himself in the throat with a dagger before he can be executed. Once he's gone, Romans try to erase all evidence that he even existed.
That includes his lavish estate, which is torn down and buried. Years later, another iconic structure.
Once again, we're gonna leave one bead's length. Ouch! I poked myself. Okay, so one bead's length when we go down here. Right there.
Gettysburg proves to be a major turning point. This typhoon obliterates the Mongol fleet. The atomic bomb literally changed politics around the world.
I'm Ving Rhames, and this is history's deadliest.
And then we're gonna start tacking again. So we're gonna go with the first two, which are right here, up, and then down.
No, I don't want to do this, friend. They say love means letting go.
Up.
No, it's not you. It's not even me. It's 20 lost worlds. So confusing. Now go on. Get out of here. It's that CA.
And then
Licensed
down.
physicians online. A weight loss treatment plan that might be right for me. Mailed to my door. What else do you have in those pockets?
Centra, a complete multivitamin scientifically formulated to support a healthy foundation for every body. Centra supports your immune system and your
Okay, so
energy metabolism
once
too.
again,
Centra, the #1
gonna come up through the last
You said it.
three.
Introducing Virtual Up, the latest innovation from Nespresso.
Right there.
You can touch, sense, taste.
I'm gonna come
Your coffee, your way.
through these three.
Tide Oxymax Power Pods one-ups the cleaning power of liquid.
Hold that there, so you're gonna put them through
sure.
these three.
One up the power of liquid, one up the toughest stains. Any further questions? One up the power of liquid. Tide Oxymax Power Pods.
Come on into Montana's, where there's
And
a
pull
deal
it.
every day. Why not try half price wings Mondays, $5
There we
tacos
go.
Tuesdays, all you can eat ribs Wednesdays,
Picking up 6 more.
platters Thursdays, mystery
Ended with gold once again. We're gonna go black,
is home for barbecue.
Z is for
gold,
A is for asking.
black,
To begin the conversation.
gold, black.
Is Zepbound the right choice for you? Ask a doctor about Zepbound QuickPen. Get your savings card at zepbound.ca.
For 8 decades, we've stayed focused on saving lives
Pull
through
those
cancer
down.
research, backing the researchers who push the boundaries of science and medicine. We're backing Canada's brightest science because breakthroughs only happen when we invest in them.
And we're leaving another arm length. We're leaving another bead length away here.
When that comes together, it could mean you're ready to talk to your doctor about Wegovy. Ask for Wegovy by name. Visit wegovy.ca for savings.
There.
Hello there, I'm Adeline Matlock.
When the law is on the line,
Justice.
these women are on the case.
There we go.
Kathy Bates returns.
We're gonna go back through the last, the first two, which are right here,
Matlock and Ellsworth.
right there.
New episodes return Thursday, February 26th on Global. Stream on Stack TV and
Other
Global
side
TV.
of the thread, back
Just
down.
another day of
You're
seeing
securing these beads so they don't move anywhere.
their nets and find
Every
a lot
2 is
more
good.
than just
So you got that. Then you're gonna go up the next 2.
1931, the British fishing trawler is making its way up the North Sea. It's just
There we
a
go.
very easy The net
Who?
come up heavy. We're excited at the possibility of a big catch
And then, yeah.
Pulls the next board and begins looking through their hole. The skipper comes
She's usually sleeping by now. Or her lights are. Huh?
She's already in bed.
Yeah.
break it apart with his shovel. As he does,
And then back down. So we tack down every 2 there.
something solid.
Once again, I want to come up the last 3. Right there is good. We're gonna go through the last 3.
Whatever it is, it doesn't look natural.
The skipper senses
Come right
strange
through.
findings
Pull
in
your needle all the way through. Try not to grab onto anything on your back in here. So there we go. Back out through that bead. We're gonna pick up how many we think we need here. I don't think we need 5. I mean 6 now. So we're gonna measure and see what we need for the last little bit here. So we got gold once again, our last one. So black, gold, and we'll try 4 at first. That's too small.
The shovel clangs against something solid.
At first glance, it looks like
Okay, another black.
but it's a darker color, and it looks
And another gold.
So one side has what looks like serrated, jagged.
Okay. So I think 4 might work, but we'll see.
The skipper senses strange
If we need another one, we'll just grab another one.
more insight.
The researchers examined the object and
We might be able
realized
to
that's a
fit.
prehistoric weapon that's carved out of red deer antler. It would have been lashed end to end with another antler and used as a harpoon.
Researchers
We might be able to fit all.
late Mesolithic era, sometime between 10,000
let's
and
see.
4,000 BC. Everything seems to
Oh,
check
yeah.
out, except for the fact that it was found so
There
far
we go.
out and so deep underwater. Mesolithic people were skilled hunters with sophisticated
fit
tools
6 there.
like this harpoon, but they were not
I'm gonna
skilled
go
mariners
straight
and
down
no
here.
venturing far from shore.
That's when archaeologist Graham Clark
Pull it.
proposes a radical theory. Maybe that spot
I'm just gonna measure at the end if you need them or not. You kind of want it to be like the one that you just did. So you know how that one has 2 gold there. I wanted 2 gold there too, which is good. At the top, see?
Years ago, this was land.
So what we're gonna do is go back
Found with the harpoon,
and tack down every 2 beads here.
Further analysis shows that it formed in fresh water, not salt water, confirming the weapon was lost on land.
in the ensuing decades, more evidence comes in, providing more support for this theory. Fishermen begin to pull up bones from a variety of land animals: hippos, bears, woolly rhinos, saber-toothed cats. They find more stone tools and even pieces of a Neanderthal skull.
After decades of clues, the mystery comes into sharper focus when researchers manage to extract DNA from the ancient skull.
Turns out he was a young man who was a meat eater with a stocky build, and he lived about 60,000 years ago.
The incredible discovery leads researchers to name the area Doggerland after a nearby sandbar.
Okay, so that is perfecto. We're done there. So what I'm gonna do is come back up.
They are able to create detailed 3D models of the seabed.
This wasn't just
Tack this one down.
of islands or a land bridge. Doggerland was vast and teeming with life, which attracted bands of Mesolithic hunters.
At its peak, Doggerland was big. It stretched over 70,000
Looks
square
like it's
miles.
moving around
bigger than
because
state of
it's the
Illinois.
first bead, right?
Then
So
around 8,000 years ago, the ice age
There we
ends and temperatures
nice
start
and
to
tacked
rise.
down. Well, now we're gonna come back up.
And water levels rise. And over the next 35
I think I'll start here just because I don't want that same problem there. Where it looks like it's foggy.
prehistoric landscapes ever discovered.
Finding a whole ancient world hidden under the sea is incredible. Our next big discovery takes us even further back in time, and it's on an even bigger scale.
In 2017, a man in Pombal, Portugal,
is trying to expand his garden. He starts digging and suddenly he hits something really hard. Now this is deeply unusual because the soil there is pretty loose and sandy. He bends down to take a closer look, brushes across the soil with his hand, and he
So
sees
coming
some
up.
sharp fragments. He takes a closer look and he thinks that they look very much like pieces of fossilized bone. The man reaches out to the University of Lisbon, who sends a team of paleontologists to investigate.
They confirm these are indeed fossil fragments, and then deeper investigation ensues. Pretty soon they find another fossil, but this one's no tiny fragment. Now this time they find a complete bone.
Start tacking this down.
3 feet, 4 feet, and there's still more in the ground.
Pull that.
Ultimately, when they retrieve it, it's 10 feet long. This is one of the largest living fossils ever recorded. So scientists ask, what could this giant animal be? From the shape and the size, they are able to determine that these bones come from a sauropod.
There we go. Coming up this way. And then back on the other side of this one. That's how I start tacking these down. Just want to get that kind of out of the way. Pull it.
Experts estimate that the individual uncovered from the backyard in Portugal was probably close to 40 feet tall and around 80 feet long, roughly the size of a tennis court. It's one of the largest dinosaur specimens ever found in Europe. Despite millions of years passing, the ribs are still in place and aligned, just like when the dinosaur was alive. That's really unusual for fossil research.
Hopefully, the rest of the fossils from this magnificent beast will be found, and they'll be stalking the floors of a museum ghost.
There. There. You want to tack down everyone on this one.
New history to uncover. This kind of find is unheard of. Mysteries unearthed with Danny Trejo. Tuesday, March 3rd on the History Channel.
Practice starts in 20. Let's get it. T-Mac.
Who saves for practice?
My game face doesn't take days off, but Gillette lasts. Its green bar releases trapped hairs, so you can get virtually every hair in a single stroke.
That's smooth.
The best your game can get is Gillette lasts.
Nintendo. Take your casino experience to the next level.
All the way. There we go. So we're going to come for the next one, which is right here.
It's not what it looks like. Nobody told us you can prevent diarrhea caused by LT-producing ETEX by taking Ducarol.
Help protect yourself by taking Ducarol, a drinkable vaccine, 2 weeks before your trip. Speak to your healthcare professional.
Okay, here we go. Back up. You want to go through everyone now. I think we skipped one, but I can come back for that. I need to.
Mystery was your irritated skin, so we switched to concrete and gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
And it's gentle on her skin.
Try Tide-Free and Gentle with 100% money-back guarantee. It's got
The next one, it's hard to tell which one's next all the time, but
Give more love than humanly possible.
when you feed a Hills scientifically proven formula. Because you're only human, there's Hills.
We knew our last Verbo was going to be incredible. We didn't know the hot tub was broken. But thanks to Verbo Care and 24/7 life support, they moved us. Better place, better hot tub.
Got any room for that?
Think again. Teenagers are full of surprises. Verbo is not. If you know, be Verbo.
I'm gonna go to college having never had a girlfriend. And what about Erin? Maybe she's sick of guys with lots of confidence and chiseled jaws. I want to know what's underneath it, and I want to know in a hurry. All right, start her up.
There we go. And then on the other side, we're tacking down every grindstone.
The Curse of Oak Island, New episodes return Sunday, March 1st on the History Channel, streaming Stack TV and the Globe TV app.
I didn't even get that emergency alert, did you?
No.
From the ridge?
No. I don't know. I guess we're not close enough.
It's 1963 in the Cappadocia region of central Turkey, and a man is remodeling his home, but he keeps having a strange predicament. His pet chickens keep disappearing. He starts investigating.
Okay,
and traces
we're gonna
them
go
out
like
to the
this.
basement, where he finds a
Another one right
small
here.
Curious and frustrated, he grabs a sledgehammer and knocks it down. Behind the wall, there's a cabin. Not a pipe, not an old cellar, but a tunnel.
He climbs through the wall and starts to walk. One tunnel becomes two. And then it connects to different chambers. And eventually
There's
it
another
seems
one.
to stretch off into a dark distance. Fully weirded out, the man retreats back to his house and informs the local authorities.
Investigators inspect the tunnels, and what they uncover is beyond anything anyone imagined. It's an enormous, ancient underground city.
This sprawling maze spans over 170 square miles. It reaches 18 stories, 280 feet below the surface, and is carved into
I just poked a reed in my knuckle.
called tuff. But what's truly unbelievable is that it was originally built around 3,000 years ago.
The city is named Derinkuyu after the town that sits above it. And it wasn't just a place to hide. It was a fully functional underground city.
There are schools, churches, a convent, apartments, even an underground wine press. The upper level was found to have stables where they kept livestock so that the odors would not penetrate down into the lower levels where people lived.
They truly thought of and designed everything that humans would need to carry out life underground. There are over 50 ventilation shafts that ensure that fresh air is delivered to all levels. And there's a well that reaches over 180 feet to fill numerous water tanks. It's an engineering marvel.
There's also a security system.
Several tunnels have enormous 1,000-pound millstone doors that could be used to close off the tunnels from inside. Each door has a hole right in the center, big enough for a spear to poke through.
But who built it and why remain a mystery.
Archaeologists find a Hittite statue of a lion and other relics during their excavation. This leads some to believe that the Hittites built the city as their last refuge, when their capital was under attack from the Phrygians in the 12th century BC.
Others believe that this kind of incredible construction could only have been the work of the Phrygians themselves. But one thing that's clear is that the original builders were not the only ones that lived here. Eventually, Derinkuyu was inhabited by Byzantine-era Christians who used the city to avoid persecution, which explains the cruciform church on the lowest level, 18 stories down.
Altogether, researchers find more than 600 hidden entrances, including one that extends much further than anyone thought.
Researchers find a 5-mile tunnel that connects this subterranean world to another underground city called Kaimakli. This city is smaller, less elaborate than Derinkuyu, but the design is nearly identical.
Over the ensuing years, they find over 200 more of these underground cities spread throughout the region. Each one
Where is
a
this?
sleeping giant carved in
State?
stone that serves as a
Huh?
Not somewhere. No, not the States.
Yeah, like what the
There's
hell?
3 others somewhere like that.
Very different kind of Hindu world. This time in Rome.
It's 2006 in Rome, and workers are
Rome.
drilling test holes ahead of the construction of a new underground parking garage. That is, until their drill hits something unexpected.
As is the way in a city with as rich and ancient a history as Rome, when you're digging and you hit something strange, you need to stop and investigate. The workers take a closer look and they find pottery shards and pieces of jewelry, so they ultimately call in the archaeologists to take a look.
Down.
And they uncover more pottery, parts of a fountain, and even the foundations of a portico.
Then they find something really unusual. A piece of glass filled with transparent, crystal-like stones.
The crystal stones are a major clue. In 40 AD, the philosopher Philo describes seeing this kind of glass with these crystals on a visit he made to the Roman Emperor Caligula.
So how I learned this kind of to do this is watching YouTube videos. So I'm winging it right now. But I just watched, studied, watched and studied, that's all.
Say he believed he was a god. Others say he was just insane. But either way, his behavior was bizarre.
He once made talking about
My
ghosts in
battery
his
is
presence
low.
a capital offense. He would appear in public dressed like Greco-Roman gods like Venus and Apollo. He once declared war with the sea and even appointed his horse consul to the Senate of Rome.
But Caligula took excess to a whole new level in his pleasure garden.
Caligula surrounded himself in luxury. So when he wasn't feeding Romans to the lions or sleeping with his political rivals' wives or even his own sisters, he enjoyed spending time in his pleasure garden.
Excavations revealed frescoes inlaid with rubies and precious stones, marble staircases, and also pieces of jewelry. They also find animal bones, but not pets like cats or dogs.
Sorry guys, I'm just concentrating. I'm not talking.
From peacocks, just rare and exotic animals brought in to impress his guests and to make himself out to be this larger-than-life, hedonistic, godlike figure.
Ultimately, Caligula's reign of indulgence didn't last.
After just 4 years in power, Caligula was assassinated by his own bodyguards. His body was cremated in the garden he loved.
By the 4th century, the garden is abandoned and fades from memory until it's rediscovered in 2015.
When archaeologists finally finish the excavation, over 100,000 artifacts are uncovered.
Today, the site has been transformed into a museum, and it contains many of those very same relics and preserved architecture.
Compared to the
I'm not too sure if I'm going to add red to it.
of his pleasure garden are
I
surprisingly
should.
but the jewels, the baths,
But I like it the way it is. And then maybe some
Caligula threw one hell
for
of a party.
like
And 2,000 years later, we're still cleaning up after it.
History is full of killer stories, people and events so powerful that it forces the world to play by new rules.
Gettysburg proves to be a major turning point. This
then maybe like
obliterates the Mongol fleet.
these with black hanging from it. I don't know.
Around the world.
We'll see.
And this is history's deadliest.
So we're gonna go all the way to the end with this.
We chose you to represent 25 years of the greatest adventure on television. And all we want is everything. It's the Survivor Coliseum.
Light your torch and be a part of history. Survivor.
New season Wednesday, February 25th on Global. Stream on Stack TV and the Global TV app.
You chose to cook. You could have dined out or ordered in, but tonight there's no wait time and no reservations. Tonight you slice, stir, and bring flavors together. Follow a plan or add your own touches. Because dinner is more than just fresh ingredients, easy recipes, and delicious food. It's the people around the table. It's good company, loud laughs, and enjoying the meal you made. Hello Fresh, because nothing hits like home cooking.
Look, it's not you.
That means it is.
I just need space.
You're leaving me for Panda?
With thousands of games, mix it up. Casino days.
Tide Oxymax Power Pods one-ups the cleaning power of liquid.
Can I one-up spaghetti night?
You sure can.
Really? Can it warm up breakfast in bed?
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, boys. What about that?
Yep.
You can?
Yeah, even that.
I would very much like to see that.
Me too.
Tide Oxymax Power Pods, one of the toughest stains with 50% more cleaning power than liquid detergent. Any further questions? Nope. One up the power of liquid. The Tide Oxymax Power Pods.
New Team Canada hockey cards from the home of Canadian Olympic hockey.
Seriously? Not the house.
Holy.
Not the house.
Morton's is hiring overnight baker.
No.
Princess Auto's hiring a retail salesperson, cashier,
Get the game on here.
Sorry, they just show up in
or overnight stalker.
Rising stars, Canada's best. Get your packs before they're gone. Unpack yours for a chance to find a golden goal card signed by Sidney Crosby. Only at Tim's.
Go ahead and in there tomorrow, hey?
Yeah.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire with same-day pickup or same-day delivery, so you can get what you need in a splash. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
$20 an hour there.
When the whole house is sick, your laundry is sick. Adding Lysol laundry disinfectant kills 99.9% of illness-causing bacteria detergents may leave behind. Don't just clean, disinfect.
If Connor McDavid and Connor
I
Bedard
don't
had
know. It'd be
efficiency
cool.
architects, CIBC would work with them every step of the way. Or if they wanted some mechanics, we'd have a personalized plan. Just like we'll have a plan for your ambitions too. CIBC, ambitions made real.
It's going to be one of the hardest seasons we ever had.
Swamp People, all new Thursday at 10 on the History Channel. In 1992, a man sets out to solve a local legend, but instead uncovers a long-lost engineering wonder.
It's 1992 in the Zhejiang province of China, and farmer Wu Anai is a man on a mission. He's just bought a water pump, and with the help of his neighbors, he's trying to drain a pond in his hometown of Longview.
It sounds crazy, but for generations, locals have passed down tales that the ponds are bottomless, and Anai is determined to get to the bottom of this legend. So he turns on the pumps and watches.
As the water recedes, it reveals more than just mud and stone. When Anai peeks into the hole,
Sorry, I had to pull it closer. I'm trying to get these really tacked down here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So there's those two. They're not perfect, but they're perfect in my eyes. Now I'm gonna just close that off.
Four more caves, each as elaborately carved and decorated as the first one. These things are huge, ranging from 25 to 60
I'm gonna
feet and 50 to
cut it off, and then I'm gonna
Just as impressive is the engineering.
tie it off in the back here like this.
Preventing collapse from the ground above. Every cavern faces south, which allows
We can
the
go
caves to be filled with natural light.
one,
over the next few years,
and then two. One more. That way we have a double knot here.
Square feet of engineered space, but no
And then
signs
pull
of
it down
techniques or
all the way. There you go. And then you just cut those off.
is unprecedented.
Where's my lighter? I thought I had a lighter here. Oh, I do. Okay, so with that extra, I just singe those down.
Other monumental architectural wonders like the Great Pyramid of Giza. As mysterious as the pyramids are, these caves are even more so.
So there's those.
Some researchers have suggested that the caves might have been
It's kind of bunched up, but that's okay.
others have thought
And then I'm thinking I'm gonna put pink or red. I'm not too sure yet what I'm gonna put around.
that they must have been used for religious or other cultural ceremonies for the elite.
With little to go on, the mysterious caverns become known as the Longyu Caves, named after the town where they were found.
In China, they're considered the
I was thinking maybe
but for all their size and sophistication, they raise more questions than answers. The fact that we still don't know who built the caves or why makes them the most fascinating mysteries of the ancient world.
maybe
An eye's curiosity uncovered an ancient mystery. A find 20 years later in Serbia reveals something even stranger.
I don't know. Probably not.
It's July 2023 in the small mining town of Kostolac in Serbia.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go one more row of beads. Red.
25 feet deep, their mechanical digger hits something really hard. It sounds like wood, so they figure that it's a buried tree trunk, but they decide to play it safe and take a closer look.
Just to get it popping. Popping. Just so we can get it popping. Alright, I gotta go because my phone is. But there we have those for now. And then I'll come back and finish off with learning with Lisa.
Finding it's bigger and bigger.